All right, welcome back, my friends, my food and mood friends. We are shaking it up, doing something new. We're in the kitchen, and I'm talking about the most important meal of the day, breaking fast, otherwise known as breakfast, but it originally comes from breaking fast.
Welcome! Here is your hostess and coach, Chandra Zas, helping people make food and mood changes doable without missing out. Go ahead, high five that like button, subscribe and share while you're there.
I and my man, we do intermittent fasting, and we don't actually break fast until after noontime, somewhere noon, 1, 2, something like this. And we still have eggs for breakfast. And eggs are one of the meals that I most highly recommend to have as a regular part of your diet. I know a lot of people have allergies to eggs. I was actually one of those kids who had like really serious allergies, and eggs came up as one of the foods that I was really allergic to. So I didn't eat eggs for the first few years of my life. I have a pretty strong opinion, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, that a lot of the egg allergies have to do with the quality of eggs. If they're non-organic and if they have a lot of chemicals and stuff that comes with the eggs. So eggs are one of the foods that I really, really recommend having as organic. The best is if you have a friend or neighbor who has free-range chickens who are eating out of their backyard and the bugs and all of the stuff from the earth. This is the best quality of eggs, and you'll really see it in the yellow of the eggs. You'll know it's a really, really good, healthy egg. You'll know it comes from a good chicken if the yolks are really dark yellow. It means that there's a lot of omegas and really good fats and stuff that are nutrients that our bodies really need. It's actually the food that I first also gave my little one. I read an amazing book called Nourishing Traditions, and one of the things I took from there was giving egg yolk, soft boiled egg yolk to babies as their first food to really feed their brain. So I also really think about eggs as being like a brain food. I know that a lot of people have this hype around cholesterol and eggs being high in cholesterol. My cholesterol numbers are amazing, and I eat a lot of eggs. We eat eggs almost every day. We try not to eat anything every day, but I would say 5 days a week we eat eggs. So I would really recommend, it's not quite boiling. So the first part about soft-boiled eggs is to get the water all the way to boiling. If you go to my blog, you'll see the actual recipe and all of the instructions there. But to get a soft-boiled egg, which I really do believe is the best way to eat good quality eggs, is to get the water all the way to boiling. If you have a hard time digesting eggs and eggs don't sit well with you and you burp eggs, it's because they're overcooked. So when you overcook eggs, they're really hard to digest. So this is why I find that the soft-boiled egg is really the best for digestion. It feels the best, it tastes the best. A lot of people who don't like eggs, they like eggs when they eat them with us, partly because they're high quality and partly because they're cooked well. So it really matters how you cook eggs. I know some people just throw them in the pot for an unknown amount of time, but it doesn't, they don't come out exactly as you want them. So what I do, and I just realized I don't have a timer. That's gonna be interesting. I'll have to get that on my, I'll have to go get my timer for 1 second. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to take the boiling water and we're going to put the eggs in the water nice and gently. Now, the boiling time does change a little bit depending on if they're larger or smaller eggs. These are, I would say, on the medium to large size. So I would boil them for a little bit more than 6 minutes. I don't like it when the whites are runny. My man likes them a little bit more runny than I do, but I like them a little bit longer. So you'll probably notice at the end when the timer goes off, I'm going to stall for like 10, 15 seconds just to give them a little bit extra time. So unfortunately, a few of these eggs are cracked, so we're going to have some cracked eggs coming out, but that's okay. Hang on 1 second, I'm going to get a timer. I have timer. When I turn on my timer, the first thing that's there is 6 minutes, because this is what we do all the time, 6-minute eggs. If they're really tiny, I would go to 5 and Sometimes I'll go to 7, but it's pretty rare. Normally, if they're on the larger size eggs, I'll go till 6 minutes and then stall just a little bit until they come out. Having like a really perfectly well-cooked egg is really, really nice. So egg soup is one of the meals that I think is the most optimal for gut health and our bodies because it's a really good protein, and I call it egg soup because I add a lot of oil. So today I'm going to be adding olive oil. I'm in Israel, so there's Hebrew here, but this is olive oil. And sometimes I'll use ghee. Ghee or olive oil are pretty much the two oils that I do with eggs, but it's a lot of oil, and that's what really makes it an egg soup. Between the egg yolks and the oil, it really does like come out like an egg soup. So this is one of my favorite meals to eat. I love egg soup. It feels really good. Like when I'm in the middle of a work day, it's really nice to have egg soup because it doesn't take a lot of energy to digest. So I literally just get to keep working and keep going with my day without feeling that heavy tired feeling after a big meal. So it's like a really well digested meal. It also really keeps energy levels stable. My little one loves it. It's like sometimes she eats yogurt for breakfast and sometimes she eats egg soup for breakfast. But if she eats yogurt for breakfast, then she'll have egg soup or eggs and avocado and quinoa for lunch. But it's like really, really a staple meal around our house, and it's largely because of the nutrients it has in it and also because of the stable energy. And I know a lot of people like to have carbs for breakfast. They like to have oatmeal and cereals and breads, but what it does to our insulin spikes and also to our digestion, it's not optimal for energy and also digestion. Like when you eat a big heavy carb meal, like a lot of people eat oatmeal for breakfast. It really blows my mind. When I love oatmeal, but I have oatmeal like on a weekend morning when I'm gonna chill and hang out and maybe have a cup of coffee afterwards, or even in the evening time, I'll have like a grain heavy meal like oatmeal in the evening because it takes a lot of energy to digest. Trying to eat a carb heavy meal and then try to work and use your brain, all of your energy is going to your belly to digest those heavy carbs. So this is like stable energy, you won't be hungry, and it's like, unless you're maybe like running marathons, then maybe oatmeal is a great thing to have like a really heavy carb food in your, but exercising on like a bowl of oatmeal also feels horrible in your stomach, in my stomach, and I'm sure yours also. So I really love egg soup. This is like my favorite. What I'm gonna do in the next video, so you'll have to come back to the next video, is I'm gonna show you guys how to top salads. So the next video will be like so my little one will probably just eat egg soup, or maybe we'll add some quinoa, avocado. But then what we like to do is we like to add these soft-boiled eggs to our salads and add in some toppings that make it just taste, we think it's one of the best meals ever, and it's so easy. So I wanna give you guys two really, really easy meals that are really our staples. And give you, like, there's nothing like seeing how it's done, really watching the water boil, watching the whole process. You get a lot of information. So this is why I wanted to bring you in for a video and do this with you guys. A lot of people get really stuck on making health habit changes because they don't know how. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to make this. They don't know how to make that. So I really want to give you guys this easy recipe that anybody can make this meal. Like both of these meals, the egg soup and the egg salad that I'm going to show you in the next video, they're super simple. You have to get the ingredients, and then basically it's just piling things in. So the other thing I wanted to touch on is that this is like a meal that we eat in every country. Like we travel a lot. So every country we go to, we look for good quality eggs. Like we really go out of our way, and we'll buy like flats of eggs. We've had friends travel with us and they're like shocked that we'll buy like 50 eggs at a time for a week or two. And you can find them anywhere, but you really want to make sure that the chickens have good lives. You want to make sure not grain fed, that they're eating bugs and eating stuff from the earth. And you'll really see it, like you'll see it in the way that their shells crack and how they peel. How they peel depends on if they're old or how old they are. If the eggs are really brittle, they don't have enough like calcium and minerals. And yeah, you can really feel and taste the difference in like a good quality egg, and it makes a difference in your body. The other thing I'm going to add in today is that I also really like having egg soup like when my immune system's down. Garlic is one of the best medicines, and it's a way to target viruses and bacteria in our body and support our immune system in a way that doesn't harm our bad bacteria. That doesn't harm our friendly bacteria in our microbiome. So my microbiome motto that I teach in my program is feed and protect the friendly and starve the unfriendly. So here's our timer. So garlic is a way to really target the bad bacteria or viruses, and it leaves alone, it protects, and it doesn't hurt the friendly bacteria, which is really, really crucial. So when I want to eat some garlic and I don't have an appetite or I'm not really feeling well, egg soup is perfect because you can slice up raw garlic and put it in the egg soup and really get garlic in your body without it tasting too strong and too like burning or too much flavor in your mouth. It's a good way to get into your body. So what I've just done is I've taken these eggs and I've run them under cold water in the sink for a good 30 seconds to a minute. Some people like to add ice to really, really chill it off, but I like to have them a little bit hotter. I like the soup aspect of it, so I like them to be a little bit on the warmer side. So then you peel them just like this. One. This bowl, we just moved into a new apartment, so some of these bowls are not looking the best. So, and I'll have to say that I know that these eggs, we're in Israel right now, and we bought organic eggs, but they're from the grocery store and they're not the best. These eggs, they're the best that we can do at the moment, and we're actually gonna get a delivery from a farm tomorrow. They're not, the yolks are not gonna be super yellow, even though they're organic and expensive. And okay, so as you can see, there's like a pretty serious amount of oil in there. Then I add a little bit of Himalayan salt, and then we make egg soup. I'll actually do this with a larger spoon. In the winter time, when it was just my little one and I, we were eating egg soup all the time. And we would eat all of our eggs together. We'd put all 5 eggs in a bowl and eat our egg soup together. It's a really, really nice meal. Now, if you're sick or you want to support your immune system, you can throw in some sliced garlic. It'll go down really nicely with the oil and protein. And yeah, there is your egg soup. Now, if you go to my blog, I'll put the link below this, wherever you're watching this or listening to this, and you can get the full recipe, the how-to and everything. While you go to my blog, sign up for my newsletter, get more recipes. I'm going to be doing a big recipe section now, so if you're looking for recipes, super simple, easy, tasty recipes, please go sign up for my newsletter on my website. And if you're wanting to make some gut health changes and you're wanting to up your food intake and really invest in your future self, and you want to stop emotionally eating and work on some stress levels and lower your inflammation in your body, come check out my program. Come sign up for a free call with me. Talk to me. Let's talk about what the changes are that you want to make, and we can get you in my program and start making some changes. Egg soup. Break fast, the most important meal. You can eat this in any country, anywhere. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next week. Do come back next week for how to make any salad super tasty. It's mostly toppings and eggs. It's really, really good. See you soon.